Congratulations, you have reached level 1, mission 3. This is the last mission on this level before you will take the level up to go to level 2. We're going to start by reviewing our key point. We're going to do this before every mission so that we understand exactly what it is we are to be learning throughout this quest. Energy exists all around us in many forms. Energy can never be created or destroyed. It is transferred from form to form and can move from one object to another. Heat energy moves from one object to another through conduction, convection, or radiation. Electrical energy is constantly moving. An electric current flows through parallel and series circuits quickly and invisibly from one place to another using conductors and insulators to produce electricity. We are now ready to start mission 3, which is on the forms of potential energy. Our mission objective is to give examples of the forms of potential energy. Our challenge questions are, what are the 3 different forms of potential energy? And what are an example of each of the types of potential energy? Remember, potential energy is stored energy. And there are 3 different forms of potential energy, which we'll talk about during this mission. One is called gravitational, one is called chemical, and the third is called elastic. Let's start by talking about gravitational. I want you to look very closely at that word, and I hope that you can see a base word and from there figure out maybe what this word means. The base word I'm talking about is gravity. Think about what is gravity and what is potential energy. Potential energy, remember, is stored energy, energy that has not yet been used. So gravitational energy comes from objects that are raised, that are high in the air. Gravity will change that. The gravity will cause that potential energy to change into another type of energy. The higher or heavier an object is, the more gravitational potential energy it has. Some examples would be a rock at the top of a hill or a ball being juggled. A roller coaster car at the top of a major hill would also have gravitational potential energy. Anytime something can drop, it has gravitational potential energy. If anything is right now on your desk, that has gravitational potential energy. It can't be moving. If it's moving, it won't have potential energy. But if it's sitting still and it's high off the ground, it will have gravitational potential energy. Chemical potential energy is stored in the connections that hold the molecules together. Some examples would be fossil fuels, food, candles, and batteries. What this really means is what causes the energy change comes from the inside of the object. So if you think about food, food gives us energy, but it's because what's inside the food that gives us the energy. Candles burn, but it's because of the wax that's inside of the candle that makes it burn. Batteries give us electrical energy and electricity. It's what's inside the batteries that give us that energy. So when you're thinking about chemical potential energy, you have to think about that's the energy that's inside of something. Elastic potential energy, if an object is able to stretch, it has elastic potential energy. The more stretch that is produced, the higher the elastic potential energy. Some examples would be a stretched rubber band, a slingshot, a spring, or a ball that has been kicked, bounced, or hit. Again, anything that can be stretched or bounced, these things would have elastic potential energy. This is the end of level 1. Let's review before we get ready to start taking our level up quiz. Remember that energy is the ability to move or create change. Energy is never created nor destroyed. It can only transfer from one form to another form of energy. The most common forms of energy are electrical, light, sound, thermal, kinetic, and potential. Kinetic and potential energy often work together to cause objects to move. And there are three types of potential energy: gravitational, chemical, and elastic. While I just did a review here, there will also be other review things that you need to do before you are ready to take the level up. Please make sure that that's done. I will need to see them all accomplished before you receive the password for the level up quiz. If you have any questions on this mission or any part of level 1, please let me know.